Hey guys, Martin King here. Welcome to this new edition of the Process Chiller Pro podcast. One of the most frustrating things that you run into in the field is an improperly sized system pump on a process chiller. If the pump's too big, you could run into damage of whatever it is you're cooling because you've got too much pressure. And on the flip side, your pump's too small and you're not getting enough flow or pressure to service the process requirements. In this episode, I'm going to be covering how to properly size a system pump for the process, and I'll be covering the specific topics such as the best way to lay out a process chiller system as far as the fluid distribution, what information you need to collect from the field in order to do a proper system pump sizing. And lastly, I'm going to be covering the use of two tools that Process Chiller Academy offers. The first is a data collection worksheet. It allows you to collect the critical information that you need in order to do a chiller or a pump sizing. The second thing I'm going to cover is the Systemsyzer tool. And this is an Excel-based tool that I developed about 10 years ago. I've made upgrades along the way, and I'm going to be introducing you to how to apply that tool to the information that you've collected on the worksheet to come up with a proper system pump selection. My ultimate goal here is to make it possible for process chiller owners that are doing their own maintenance on their chillers, or a contractor or service technician coming into a troubleshooting situation to be able to quickly determine what the problem is, if it's a problem with the pump or it's a problem with the system layout, and come to a quick conclusion as to what needs to be done. If you're checking out our podcast on one of the social platforms like LinkedIn or Facebook, all you have to do is check out in this post, you'll see a link that will also take you over directly to this week's episode. If you could do me a favor, and I know you probably have been asked this 1,000,001 times, if you like our content, in other words, you've checked it out before or you like this type of content, before you make your jump from one of the social platforms, consider clicking the like button. Again, I know you've been asked that a lot, but it's super helpful to us. It tweaks the algorithm a little bit, and it helps get the word out about our podcast to more and more people. So if you could do that before you make the jump and hit the link in this post, I'd really appreciate it.